Molweni papula pule. When I say Molweni, you guys must say Molovini, because that's my name. Molweni? Molovini! Yeah, papula pule. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you a story. Ibali. Yes, it's a story about how stories began. A traditional Zulu folktale. I will be telling you the story in English and isiXhosa. isiXhosa sounds a bit like Zulu. Are you ready? Yes, we're all ready. Okay, here we go. It started a long, long, long kudala dala time ago. Ixesha lamandulo. So long ago, it was the time when the first woman walked the earth. And the first man, indoda yakuqala. Yes, this first woman's name was Manzandaba. Yebo, and my husband Zenzele. Zenzele? Zenzele, said Manzandaba. Yebo, mfazi wam, here I am, my dear wife, said Zenzele, and gave Manzandaba a big hug and a kiss. Manzandaba and Zenzele lived in a small, traditional Zulu village. Yebo, they lived in a round hut in a circle of huts around a fireplace. They had a few inku and a few ibokwe and a lot of children. Abantwana abaninzi. Yebo, 10 children. Can you imagine? 10 children. They were very happy. They would spend their day working, sisebenza, weaving baskets, cooking, chopping wood, tilling the earth. Actually, Manzandaba did most of the housework. And Zenzele would carve wooden sculptures and go hunting, sisingela. Sometimes they would go down to the beach and watch the great ocean, Golwantlekazi. The children would play under the sun in the sand. How they laughed at the funny little crabs scuttling along. They admired the birds in taka, dipping and diving in the sea breezes. Zenzele had the heart of an artist. He would collect driftwood he found on the beach. That's wood that was of trees that had fallen near to the beach and had been washed out into the ocean and then washed back up onto the beach again. When they were back in their village, Zenzele would carve beautiful animals, birds, insects, and people from the driftwood he found. Their home was filled with decorative works by Zenzele the carver. But in the evening they would sit around the fire with the whole family. One night, they were all staring at the flames dancing in the fire, and Zenzele said, "Ooh, Manzandaba, it's too dark for weaving or carving, but it's too early to go to sleep." Suddenly, one of the children who had been staring into the flames jumped out and called out, "Mama, we want stories! Mama, sifuni mabali, Mama!" "Aye, what stories can I tell you?" Manzandaba said. "Please, Mama, please," pleaded the children. "Ooh, Bantwana, I'm sorry, I don't have any stories to tell," said Manzandaba. The children just said, "Oh, Mama wa bora, boring, Mama." Manzandaba and Zenzele had no stories to tell. There were no stories at this time. It was so long ago. Papenganalo ibali. They even asked their neighbors. But there were no stories. They tried to listen to the wind, umoya. Could the wind be trying to tell them a story? No. Aibo. They heard nothing. Amabali ayengeko. There were no stories, no dreams, kwakungeko nemilingo, no magical tales. Yo, that must have been boring. Imagine, No stories. Not one story. It was a very boring time for the whole family, and they all went off to sleep. The next morning, Kokorulu! Kokorulu! Zenzele was woken early by the crowing of a cock, and he called out to his wife, Manzandaba, he's on Faziwam. Ewe Tata, said Manzandaba. Faziwam, I had a beautiful dream about stories. I dreamed you found stories for our people. Oh, please, you must go and search for stories. Uyokangela mabali. Manzandaba laughed. But who will look after the house and the children? I will look after the home and take care of the children. I will mend, I will wash, I will sweep, I will clean, I will cook everything. If only you will bring back stories for our people. Ubuye na mabali, said Zenzele. Yo, Zenzele? You will really do all of that if I am going to find stories, said Manzandaba. Yebo, Manzandaba, said Zenzele. Very well. I shall go and find stories for our people. Inkosi kakhulu mfazi wam. I love you so much. Ndiyakuthanda. I love you too, Zenzele, said Manzandaba. They gave each other a big hug. Manzandaba took a bag and turned to the children who were playing games in the sand. Salani kakuhle bantwana bam. Haibo mama, ungasishi. Don't go. I'll bring back stories. Oh, uyotembisa mama, do you promise? Ewe, I promise. Okay, mama, bye-bye. Uhamba kahle mfazi wam, said Zenzele. And Manzandaba took her bag and walked out of the village and in to the forest. Ndiyahamba ndisenzeleni ndiyokangela mabali yelelelele yelelelele. Inside the forest, Manzandaba saw beautiful wild flowers and old trees. She decided to ask every creature she passed if they had stories to share. She followed a path through the forest, and the first animal she met was such a trickster, Inyaka Nyaka. But she thought she'd better ask him all the same. It was Mvundla, the bunny. Mvundla was busy digging a hole when Manzandaba greeted him. Morning, Mvundla. Oh, you gave me a fright. Malo Sisi. Ewe Booty, do you have any stories? Stories? My people are hungry for tales. Balembale, amabale. Amabali. Yeah, bow. I have hundreds. No, I have thousands. No, I have millions of stories. Dinamakulu kulu. Oh, please, Mvundla, give some to me, that we might be happy. Natisivu, yeah. Would you like to hear a story, eh? Yeah, Mvundla. All right, I'll tell you a story. But first, you must scratch my back. I got an awful itch. Yebo, Mvundla. Let me scratch your back. Will you tell me a story? Yeah, sure, yeah. Of course, all right. And so Manzandaba scratched Mvundla's back. Yeah, just a little bit more to the left. Yeah. Now to the right. Yeah, that's it. Higher. Oh, yeah. Oh, lovely. You want to hear a story, eh? Yeah. Yeah, Mvundla. Right. I tell you what. You dance 3 times around that Mzumbubu tree, yeah? Then I'll tell you a story. Okay. You promise, Mvundla? Yeah, boy. Obviously. Yeah. Well, I will. Okay. And so, Manzandaba danced 3 times around the Umzumvubu tree. Hoppa! Lovely stuff, yeah. I like it. You want to hear a story? Yeah, Bomvundla. Right, I'll tell you what, you do a praise poem for me. Yeah, praising the great Mvundla. Okay, you promise you will tell me a story. Yeah, sure, yeah, why not? Okay, here we go. Oh, Mvundla, wena xuma so, you are the best at digging holes. Oh, you are the best ever. Oh, Uzinkulu, your ears are the longest ever. Mvundla, you are so clever. Oh, inaham. Oh, Mvundla, uchele. Oh, the bounciest bunny ever. Yeah, now we're talking. Right, you want to hear a story? Yeah, Mvundla. All right. Here we go. Here comes your story. Long time ago, Kudala geleden. Oh my gosh! Look how sunny it is. Look how bright it is. Hey, it's too early for stories. I have no time for stories now. Can't you see I'm busy digging? Hey? Hey, anyway, stories in the daytime. Hey, you must be out of your mind. Hey, uya pampano wena. Hey, boy. Silly Mvundla. You are lying. You didn't have any stories to start with. And so it was that Manzandaba continued her journey along the path through the forest. Oh. Diahamba, disenzeleni, diokangela mabali, yelelelele. Manzandaba kept walking along the path through the forest until she heard a sound. Who's making that sound? Huh? Ah, yes, it's a baboon, you're right. It's Mama Baboon Mfene. And who's making that sound? Ah, yes, you're right. It's Mama Baboon Mfene's baby baboons. Come on, kids. Move it. Come on, kids. Mama Baboon Mfene seemed to be in a hurry, but Manzandaba greeted her all the same. Molo Mama Mfene. Where's Sissy Johnny? Said Mama Baboon Mfene. You, Kunzima, my children are crying for stories. Amabali. Do you have any stories, Mama Baboon Mfene, that I could bring back to them? Amabali. Ewe. Do I look like I have time for stories? Hi, Bo. I have so much work just keeping my children fed and safe and warm. Do you think I have time for Amabali? You know, my grandmother always took us to the Konumbe berry bush. She told us how the bush was once a tree with a python inside it. The python came out of the tree and a tree became a bush. I'm still looking for the Konumbe bush so we can pick those delicious wild berries, eh? Habo, why do you need stories? We need stories for the children. Habo, I'm glad that I don't have human children who cry for such silly things. Chini, I'm a bolly. And so Mama Baboon Mfene left with her baby baboons to keep searching for the Konumbe berries in the forest. Manzandaba took the path through the forest to keep searching for stories. Amabali. Diahamba, disenzeleni, diokangela mabali. Yelelelele, yelelelele. As Manzandaba continued on the path through the forest, she saw an old owl, Skorva, in a wild fig tree. The owl was fast asleep, but Manzandaba decided to wake him up all the same. Morning, Skorva! All right, Papulapule, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think Manzandaba is going to need our help to wake up the old owl, Skorva. All right, okay. On the count of 3, let's all call out, Skorva! Okay, cool, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Skorva! Who's making a noise in my ears? My name is Manzandaba. What is this disruption? Sicela, what do you want? Funantoni. Indikangela amabali. What? Oh, uxolo Skorva. I'm looking for stories. Stories? Do you have any stories you could give me to take back home? I don't have stories. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've been out all night hunting stripy mice, large insects, and scary snakes. Now I finally have a full tummy and have some time to sleep, and you wake me for stories. Oh my goodness. Ooh, what an absolute waste of my nap time. Ooh, how rude. Ooh, 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 ooh. Skorva flew off to another tree and perched much higher, where he believed he would be left in peace. No wonder owls are considered bad luck. Manzandaba kept on walking on the path through the forest. Diahamba disenzeleni, diokangela mabali. Diahamba disenzeleni, diokangela amabali. Diahamba disenzeleni, diokangela amabali. Diahamba. Manzandaba was really tired from all this walking and searching for stories. Finally, she found a place to lie down on the soft forest floor. Suddenly, she saw a creature coming through the leaves of the forest. A huge creature. It was elephant in Ndlovu. Now Ndlovu was old and wise, says Nkondweni. Ndlovu had found time to stare up into the sky and watch birds fly. Ndlovu saw the look on Manzandaba's face and immediately felt sorry for her. Molo, mama. Uxolo Ndlovu. Mama, kunjani? Kunzima kakhulu Ndlovu. Do you know where I might find stories? My people are hungry for amabali, and we do not have any. Mtana wami, I do not know any stories, but I do know the great fish eagle, Ukhozi. I have watched Ukhozi dive down with his shiny claws into the deep blue ocean to grab a wriggling silver-scaled fish and swoop high into the air with his fresh supper. Ukhozi is the king of all the birds. Enkosi and Taka. He flies much higher than all the rest. Maybe Ukhozi has a story for you. Do you really think so? Yebo. Where can I find him? I last saw him by the mouth of the great Utugela River. Okay, Ndiabulela Ndlovu. Thank you very much. And so Manzandaba kept following the path. She knew the path would lead to the beach by the mouth of the Utugela River. Ndiyahamba ndisenzeleni ndiyokhangela mabali yelelelele yelelelele. As Manzandaba continued on the path through the forest, she heard this sound. Yes, you guessed it. It was the ocean. And the sound got louder and louder as she approached the beach. Finally, she emerged from the forest and saw the splendid big blue of the Indian Ocean. Manzandaba felt the soft, warm sand of the beach between her toes. There she saw the mouth of the Tugela River as it flowed into the sea. She looked across the vast waters of the large river mouth and saw Ukhozi, the great fish eagle, circling the mouth with his eyes fixed on the water. Ukhozi! Ukhozi! called Manzandaba. But she got no reaction from Ukhozi, the great fish eagle. Let's help Manzandaba call out for Ukhozi, yes? Great. Okay, here we go. On the count of 3. We're all going to call, Ukhozi! Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ukhozi! Ha ha! Ha ha! It worked! Ukhozi came flying towards Manzandaba to land on the beach beside her. She noticed Ukhozi's large, sharp, golden hooked beak and glorious black and white feathers. Hey! Huh, Ukhozi, I lost my fish, huh? The fish that I was hunting because of you, huh? What do you want? Said Ukhozi. Oh, great and wise Ukhozi, said Manzandaba. Ha! You called me great and wise. Okay, here. How can I help you? Ukhozi, my people are hungry for stories. stories. Yeah, boy. I have been searching for a long time now for tales to bring back home to them. Do you know where I might find Amabali? Well, even though I am quite wise in the khele, I do not know everything. I only know things that are here on the face of this earth. But there is one who knows even the secrets of the deep, dark ocean, eh? Uluantle, Ulunyama, Ulunzulu. He is my friend, the giant sea turtle, Ufudo. Yebo, perhaps he could help you. I'll try and call him for you. You stay here, eh? And just wait for me. Wait for me here. No, I'll follow you. Of course, he flew over the ocean, and Manzandaba ran after him along the beach. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! And of course, he flew faster. And Manzandaba ran faster. And of course, he flew. And Manzandaba ran. I see Ufudo, Manzandaba. There, in the waves near the beach, Ufudo will take you to a place where you can find stories. Manzandaba ran into the waves towards the giant sea turtle Ufudo. As she came closer, she saw the beautiful, colorful patterns all over Ufudo's large shell. Ufudo! Yeah, boy. More Ufudo. I'm looking for stories. I know, said Ufudo. I will carry you under the ocean to the land of the spirit people, Isinyanya. Just climb up onto my shell. Ufudo lifted Manzandaba with his large flipper high up onto the top of his giant shell. Manzandaba held tight onto the patterns in the shell. Ufudo paddled with his strong flippers, splashing through the crashing waves towards the deep blue ocean. Manzandaba had no idea where she was going, but she was having fun. Ndiyahamba ndisenzeleni, ndiyokhangela amabali. Ufudo kept paddling into the ocean with Manzandaba sitting on the top of his shell. Suddenly, Ufudo plunged his head into the seawater to dive down. Manzandaba quickly took a deep breath before they went underwater. Ufudo kept diving deeper and deeper. Manzandaba was terrified she would run out of breath under the sea. It was then that Ufudo said, Manzandaba, breathe the bubble from under my shell. Just then, a large bubble of air emerged from under Ufudo's shell, and Manzandaba placed her lips on the bubble and breathed it in. To her astonishment, she was able to breathe underwater as bubble after bubble was released. Ufudo kept diving down, 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 until they reached the ocean floor. Welcome to the underwater world of the spirit people, Isinyanya. Wow, look at all those beautiful yellow fish. Yo, what is that thing with so many legs? Ha! Orange plants! This underworld is so amazing. I have never seen such beautiful things in my life. Among the beauty of this underwater world, Manzandaba saw the Spirit King and Queen sitting on their thrones of colourful coral. The king had a long, wavy beard, and the queen had a crown of colourful shells. The Spirit King spoke. Welcome to our world, Manzandaba. Molum Flonipeki, O great king and queen. What brings you to our world, Manzandaba? My desire is to bring stories to my people. We have stories. But what will you give us in exchange for Amabali, Manzandaba? Funantoni. What we would really like is a picture of your home and your people. A picture? Yeah, boom. Vanikiso. We can never go to the dry lands, but it would be so nice to see that place. Can you bring us a picture? Vanikiso. Yo, I will try, Mplonipeki. Good. In return, we shall give you the gift of stories. Go and bring us back a picture. Vanekiso. So it was that Ufudo lifted Manzandaba onto his shell, and they went on their way back to the beach. Manzandaba was not sure how she would find a picture of her home and her people. She'd decided to go and ask Zenzele if he had any ideas. Ndiyahamba Zenzele ni ndiyokangela amabali ndiyahamba. By the time Ufudo delivered Manzandaba back to the beach, she was very worried. Enkosi kakhulu Ufudo, said Manzandaba. I'm not sure if I'll return to the beach, since I have no idea where I'll find a picture for the spirit people. Aibu, Manzandaba, said Ufudo. The thing you are looking for is already part of your life. Just call me when you need to return to the underwater world. Manzandaba walked back to her village and told her family of the spirit people and of their promise of stories and their need for a picture. Mfanikiso. You, Fuzzy Worm, said Zenzele. All that the spirit people need is a picture of our home and our people. Ha! I can do that. I can carve a beautiful picture from wood for the spirit people in exchange for stories. Manzandaba watched Zenzele as the picture he carved came to life. They were members of their family, their home, and their village. Izani, said Manzandaba. Come and see. Oh, my husband is good with his hands. Soon others in the community heard about Manzandaba's journey and the promised stories, and also came to watch Zenzele's creation take shape. When the next round moon showed her face, Zenzele was ready, and he handed the picture to Manzandaba. She placed it in her bag and ran down to the beach, calling, Ufudo! Ewe, Manzandaba. Ufudo took Manzandaba back to the underwater world. And Manzandaba spoke to the Spirit King. Nklonipeki, I have returned. and she gave the Spirit King the picture. "Ooh, your husband Zenzele has talent," said the Spirit King. "What a wonderful piece of art. As promised to you and your people, I will give you the gift of stories." The Spirit King reached into a seaweed basket and pulled out a large, colourful shell and handed the shell to Manzandaba. You, Kuripeki, this is the most beautiful shell I have ever seen," said Manzandaba. The Spirit King replied, "Whenever you want, Ibali, just hold the shell to your ear and you will have your tail." "Oh, Mhlonipeki, thank you, Enkosi kakhulu, ndiyabulela. Oh, my people will be very happy about your extreme kindness, Mhlonipeki. Yebo." And the king replied, "Remember, your first story began with your journey down here." "Ufudo!" called Manzandaba. "Ewe, Manzandaba. Take me home," said Manzandaba. "Sihambile ixesha elide sawafumana amabali." "Sihambile ixesha elide sawafumana amabali. Sihambile." And so it was that Ufudo took Manzandaba back to the beach. And there to meet her were her family and all the people of the village. Manzandaba was a star. Ndikwezi kwezi. They all gathered some wood and made a huge fire. And they all called out, "Sibalisele ibali, Manzandaba. Sibalisele ibali. Tell us a story, Manzandaba. Tell us a story." Come on, guys, boys and girls, papula pule, ladies and gentlemen, let's chant together. "Tell us a story, Manzandaba. Tell us a story." Yes, that's it, everybody. "Tell us a story, Manzandaba. Tell us a story. Tell us a story, Manzandaba. Tell us a story. Tell us a story, Manzandaba. Tell us a story." Yeah. Manzandaba took the magic shell out of her bag and placed it against her ear. "Nalibali," she said. "Here is the story. Kosi ngansomi." And all the people just looked at Manzandaba, and she said to them, "When I say kosi ngansomi, you all say kosi nsomi." All right, boys and girls, bapula pule, ladies and gentlemen, let's try this. She says kosi ngansomi, and you all say kosi nsomi. All right, here we go. Manzandaba said, "Kosi ngansomi," and they all replied, "Kosi nsomi." And that is how stories began. Manzandaba told her village all about her journey to find stories, all the animals on her way, the stories of their hunting and their searching for food, all the creatures she met and their experiences, and her experiences, and all the places she visited on her journey in search of stories. After that, she listened again to the magic shell, and she told another story, and then another, and she told another story, and another, and another. And since then, all our people have been telling stories, and they will keep telling stories. For the best way to share a story is to tell a story in your own way. And that's the end of this story. Phela ngansomi. Phela ngansomi. The end. Hey, papula pule, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get up and dance. Let's become some of the characters from the story. Yes, here we go. Imfundla, the bunny. Hoppa. Hoppa. Yes. Hoppa. And the old grumpy owl. Flap those grumpy wings. Whoa. Ooh. baboon mfene. Yes. And then, what do you want to do now? Involvo, the elephant. Here we go. Shake that trunk. Yes. Aha! And who wants to become the giant, great